you deal with friends and family asking for money? What is the policy there?
It ain't really, I wouldn't even say it's a policy. I think at that point, man, as the older I get, it just come like being more stern. You feel me? Like meaning what I say and say what I mean. Like,
if I kill a person, I pray to God that He forgive me. If I do something to a person, I pray I get forgiveness. So I always forgive. I don't ever hold grudges on nobody. I forgive everybody.
Aight, listen up, fam, cause this story is wild. Rich Homie Quan's brother just stepped up and aired some dirty laundry that's straight out of a movie. So, word on the street is Quan's baby mama was playing a way bigger role in this whole mess than anybody thought. Bro is claiming she set Quan up with some laced pills in retaliation after catching wind of some side chick drama. Like, for real? Who does that? But it doesn't stop there. Rumor has it that these pills were part of a bigger plan to disrupt Thug's defense too. I ain't even know it was that deep. You gotta stick around cause we're breaking down all the messy details. This is some next level gotta watch type A mess. And trust me, you won't want to miss any part of this video. The brother and the baby mama, a tale of two stories. So, who are the main players in this incident? Andre, Quan's brother, and Amber, Quan's baby mama. Now, these two are telling stories so different, you'd think they were talking about two separate events. First up, we got Andre. This man claims he found Quan passed out on the kitchen floor at 3 a.m., food still in his mouth. Now, instead of calling 911 like a normal person, he just picks Quan up and puts him on the couch. Who does that? But Andre's story doesn't stop there. He's saying he tried to wake Quan up, but homeboy was out cold. Andre thought Quan was just knocked out from partying too hard. Then we got Amber. She says she found Quan on the couch at 6:45 a.m., cold as ice. But instead of calling for help right away, she decides to take the kids to school first. By the time she gets back and makes the call, who knows how long Quan had been laying there. One fan hit the nail on the head, saying he passes out on the floor and nobody heard him fall, but the brother placed him on the couch. Another one pointed out, "Yeah, she too calm, I would have been freaking out." And the brother should have called the ambulance when he found him on the floor at 3 a.m. But here's where it gets real interesting. These two stories don't line up at all. Andre's saying he moved Quan to the couch at 3 a.m., but Amber's acting like she just found him there at 6:45 a.m. So what happened in those 3.5 hours? Did nobody check on him? Did they both forget how to tell time? Something's not adding up and people are starting to ask questions. The 911 call, cool as a cucumber or cold as ice? Now let's talk about that 911 call. Amber's out here sounding like she's ordering a pizza instead of trying to save her man's life. She even wanted to add Quan's pops to the call. Who does that when their man's life is hanging by a thread? I mean, you find your partner unresponsive, not breathing, cold to the touch. What's your first reaction? If you're like most people, you're probably freaking out, voice shaking, maybe even crying. But Amber, nah, she's cool, calm, and collected.
Can I add his dad to the call? He's trying to call me back because I called him first before I called you.
Okay, so we need to help your boyfriend now. Okay, listen carefully. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
He is not waking up. Quit.
One fan wasn't buying it. She too calm. She got him with the pillow over the face while he was cold on perks. That's a heavy accusation, but people are asking questions. And get this, she said she didn't know what a defibrillator was. How you don't know what that is in 2024. We've all seen enough medical dramas to know what those paddles do. It's looking real sticky for Amber right now, and the streets are talking.
I'm sorry, are you saying he's not breathing? Is that correct? I'm not hearing you.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
Is there a what?
If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
I'm not sure what that is.
But it's not just about how calm she was. It's about what she did or didn't do. When the 911 operator asked if she wanted to try CPR, Amber was like, "Nah, I'm good." Who does that? If there's even a slim chance of saving your partner's life, wouldn't you at least try? All these little details are adding up, and they're painting a picture that's got a lot of people scratching their heads. Was Amber really trying to save Quan, or was she just going through the motions? And if it's the latter, why? What could make someone act so cold when their partner's life is on the line? The side chick situation, motive for murder. But wait, there's more. Turns out, Quan had a whole lineup of side chicks. These women ain't keeping quiet either. They're coming out the woodwork, posting pics, dropping stories, and straight disrespecting Amber. One of Quan's alleged mistresses was out here posting mirror selfies with Quan kissing on her and everything. She even had the nerve to say, IDC. What nobody has to say, you was my everything, why am I supposed to do? But it doesn't stop there. We got another chick claiming she met Quan on some dating show. She's out here saying they were great friends. Yeah, right, because that's totally normal behavior when a friend passes away. Rush to social media to let everyone know how close you were.
I'm doing this just for y'all that's in the comments or whatever. Obviously, y'all can't read. I literally said that I lost a great friend. That was my friend. I've known him since March. I did a 20v1 with him, and we've been cool ever since. You don't have me on Instagram. You don't have me on Snapchat. I mostly be on those two.
And don't even get me started on Erica Mena from Love and Hip Hop. She dropped some real spicy content of her and Quan, talking about their special times. But her own girl Akbar V called her out, telling her to take that mess down out of respect for Quan's fam. At least somebody's got some sense. Now, I'm not saying Amber did anything, but you know what they say about a woman scorned. Could all this side chick drama have pushed her over the edge? I mean, imagine finding out your man's been playing you and then all these women start popping up after he's gone, trying to claim a piece of his legacy. That's gotta sting, right? And honestly, can you blame her if she was? Finding out your partner's been unfaithful is hard enough, but having it all aired out in public after they're gone, that's a different kind of pain. But here's the million-dollar question. Is being mad enough of a reason to do something crazy? Some folks are saying yes. They're thinking maybe Amber knew about these side chicks all along, and that's why she wasn't in a rush to help Quan when she found him. Like she was thinking, go ahead and stay with your little side pieces. I'm gonna take my sweet time. The missing hours. What really went down? Here's where things get real sus. Amber finds Quan at 6:45 a.m., but doesn't call 911 until 11 a.m. That's a whole lot of time unaccounted for. We're talking over 4 hours here, people. What was going on during all that time? One fan raised an interesting point. I think Amber got back from dropping kid off at school, and something happened until 11 a.m. when she decides to call 911. Plenty of time to clean expensive stuff out. 6:45 a.m. to 11 a.m., heck of a window. Now that's some detective work right there. 4 hours is a long time to be doing what exactly? Another one wasn't pulling any punches. Nah, she watched him die. She wasn't gonna help if her life depended on it. She was bitter, that's why he was downstairs in the first place. She was just dealing with him because of the benefits and was using the kid as leverage. But let's think about this for a second. If you're innocent, why would you need 4 hours before calling for help? What could be more important than getting medical attention for your unresponsive partner? These are the questions that are keeping people up at night.
Like one day I had to look at myself outside of myself. I had to look at myself outside of my body. You tripping. You tripping.
And it's not just about what Amber might have been doing during those hours. It's also about what she wasn't doing. She wasn't calling for help. She wasn't trying to revive Quan. She wasn't reaching out to family or friends for support. What was so important that it took precedence over all of that? Some folks are even saying that maybe this was when the deed went down. Like maybe Quan was still alive when Amber left to take the kids to school. And something happened after she got back, the YSL connection. Bad blood, and RICO cases. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the elephant in the room. Young Thug and YSL. We all know Thug's facing a RICO case, and word on the street is that Quan might have been ready to sing like a canary. Remember when YSL Woody shot up Quan's dad's barbershop? Yeah, that wasn't just some random beef. Even in court, Woody asked Thug if he had a problem with rich homie Quan. That's some deep-rooted drama right there.
Did you tell police that Thug had an issue with rich homie Quan? I don't think you. Oh, if you did, I did not hear you. So
I'm sorry. I said it. Thug was trying to protect Rich Homie. He was calling us saying that, man, hey man, leave Rich Homie alone. Like, yo, he don't tell me what to do.
So that still didn't answer the question. Yes, no, I don't recall. Did Thug have an issue with Rich Homie Quan bringing members of If Gang to his apartment?
Thug, did you have an issue?
So I'm asking you for what you told the police.
And I'm answering you. I just told you several times. I tell the police anything.
Okay.
And in cases like these, prosecutors love nothing more than to flip someone on the inside. Who better than Quan, who used to roll with the crew but had a falling out?
You had a really bad situation recently where your dad got shot.
Yeah, man.
How hard was that getting that type of news?
That shit, that was pretty hard, bro. You know what I mean? I really try not to talk about it, but like, that shit, that was hard, man. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I got a career still at hand, you know what I mean? And at the same time, like, my career doesn't stop, you know, so, you know, I go see him every day, you feel me? Like, To this day, my dad still is in the hospital, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, he's still in the hospital?
Yeah, he's still in the hospital. You know what I mean? My dad been in the hospital for 2.5 months. You know, like, that shit hurt, it hurt me.
Think about it. If Quan was really about to flip on YSL, that puts a target on his back. But here's where it gets really interesting. If YSL was behind this, how did they pull it off? They couldn't just walk up to Quan and do something not with all eyes on them because of the RICO case. No, if they were involved, they would have needed someone on the inside, someone close to Quan, someone he trusted. The setup, laced pills, and sabotage. So here's where our conspiracy theory takes a wild turn. What if YSL set Quan up with laced pills to sabotage his potential testimony in Thug's case? One fan dropped this bomb. Time for Get Back. They shot you and poisoned him. What's there to talk about? Now that's some heavy stuff right there. But how would they pull it off? Well, people are speculating that they might have threatened someone close to Quan, someone he trusted. And who's closer than Amber? Imagine this scenario. YSL puts pressure on Amber, tells her to slip Quan some laced pills or else. She's caught between a rock and a hard place. Does she protect Quan or does she protect herself and her kids? The jealousy factor, daddy issues in the hood. Here's an angle you might not have considered. Quan was the only one in that YSL crew who grew up with a solid father figure. One fan pointed out this why he was so hated. He had a dad in his life, unlike young thug Woody and the rest. In the streets, having a strong father can make or break you. Could this have caused some deep-seated jealousy in the crew?
And he was happy because I don't think he had ever had just all of them.
The final piece, a family affair. But wait, there's one more twist to this story. Some folks out there are whispering that maybe the drugs that took out rich homie Quan came from someone even closer to home. Yeah, we're talking family. One theory that's got people talking is that a family member might have been the one supplying Quan with the stuff. We ain't naming names, but people are looking at everyone in Quan's inner circle with side eyes.
Ecstasy. When I don't encourage drugs, but
yeah, no, we're not encouraging.
Yeah, we're not encouraging. Yeah. But bro, that was the best. This is the best ever. Like
more questions than answers. So we've got conflicting stories, suspicious behavior, potential motives, and a whole lot of unanswered questions. But I want to know your thoughts on this mess. Was Amber really ride or die, or was she out for revenge? Did YSL have a hand in silencing Quan? And what about Andre and the rest of the family? Leave your comments down below, and let's keep the conversation going. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.